SCP-610 infection's extent. The destruction of Site A and Site C established that 610 could be contained and destroyed, making the source of the infection top priority. The descent into the tunnels consisted of 5 teams, 2 researchers, and 3 assault agents, along with enough equipment to establish an underground base of operations. The base camp for underground SCP-610 operations resided at the bottom of a 3-way junction where the tunnels split. The first pathway led from Site A to Cavern HQ. The second pathway connected to the ruined Site B village, where an unknown 610 entity destroyed the previous drone. The third pathway headed west and seemed to follow a flow of water from an unconfirmed source. The 2 research teams divided activities between building Cavern HQ and collecting samples of 610. No contagious materials were detected within this area, and the unknown creature recorded by the destroyed drone did not appear at any point to the cavern staff. The remaining teams were ordered to proceed down the unexplored pathway with personal recording devices. After approximately 20 kilometers of walking, no infectious life forms appear in the tunnel. The assault team leader then requests a transport buggy be dispatched to them, which is used to continue the exploration. Following this, they come under attack by multiple 610 infected life forms that emerge from the material coating the tunnel walls. While the assault team manages to escape and protect the buggy during this attack, select members are lost to rapid water currents in the stream below. 3 members of the assault team remain, armed with a single flame unit. They continue with exploration. Hours later, the group comes under attack again from a smaller number of 610 entities larger than the previous encounters. Dispatching the creatures results in all equipped flamethrowers to deplete their fuel tanks, forcing the teams to rely on standard weapons and short-range personal flame units for the remainder of their excursion. The tunnel widens out into what appears to have once been a village of indeterminate age. There is a church with a working clock tower, and the area surrounding the building has a dent in the ground filled with a substance resembling a liquefied version of 610 fleshy material. The liquid moves with unseen force, rippling outward from invisible contact points and rolling in waves from unfelt wind. The team avoids this liquid and proceeds to the church. Within the church are 4 pews, one of them shattered, and a pulpit. Strangely, the entire area is immaculately clean. The clock tower bell tolls abruptly. This triggers a shudder in the building, followed by human screams that appear to come from above. Light from an unknown source shines upon the ceiling, revealing a large mass of SCP-610 and 6 wooden circles. Strapped to each ring is a living human, coated entirely from neck to toe in 610. Their exposed head appears uninfected. There is relentless screaming as the bell continues to toll, wooden circles lowering to the ground. An unknown creature cries from outside, prompting the team to hide behind the pulpit. All sources of light are extinguished, pitching the area into darkness. The camera's night vision is left off, presumably to avoid revealing the team's location. A figure is seen holding a small torch from the church's entrance and lights a series of candles at the doorway. The flame is then applied to a rope coated in SCP-610, which quickly ignites and spreads up to a chandelier system. The light from this system illuminates the red material holding the captive humans, which shows signs of constant motion, rippling across itself in waves. A flood of 610 infected shamble quickly into the area, proceed to the captives and begin to rip off the red material surrounding them, resulting in further screams and cries. The red material seems to be connected to the humans, using them as a source of sustenance to grow, which then provides food to the 610 infected. Feeding like this continues for 6 minutes, at which time a figure sounds a gong, and all infected entities move to the pews. The figure then spontaneously collapses as if made from hollow clay. A pillar of SCP-610 flesh rises and extends through the hole behind the pulpit, directing itself toward the gathered creatures. 10 minutes later, it retracts back into the hole, and the infected entities exit the church. As the 3 team members attempt to leave, One of them is thrown into the air several meters by a tendril that emerges out of the ground. The two remaining members run back towards the buggy. Passing by a building, one of them is ambushed by a figure wielding a large crop scythe, which footage reveals to be the same infected who previously lit the church candles. The last member continues without pause towards the buggy location. However, the buggy is found half absorbed by a scp-610 mass covering the floor. While attempting to find another means of escape, his camera reveals the scythe-wielding figure approaching. Weapon raised. 2 shots are fired, and the video feed ends. 5 hours later, while final decisions were underway regarding how to contain or eradicate the scp-610 threat, a time-delayed video feed from the initial team members lost to the underground river currents became available. This feed was filled in scp-610 L6 field logs containing the exploration records of Operation Source Point.